Joined now by Selina Sondermann, writer-director of Dedication. Welcome, Selina. Can you hear us? Okay, I can't hear you yet. Check, check.
I can't hear either.
Got nothing yet here.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Not yet.
Selina, so our tech thinks that maybe we're muted on your end. You can hear me,
But your microphone.
but your microphone. Matt, would it make sense to bring her back in?
Yeah, I think disconnect and come back in.
So Selina, we're gonna disconnect you and bring you right back in, okay?
And that's the beauty of showbiz, everyone.
Yeah, this is the tech. Honestly, like, this film was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely unbelievably made. I'm like, there's so many shots in it that I was just like blown away.
Why don't we just see here? Someone, her name is.
Here you go.
Did it work now?
Yes, we have you. All right. I was just saying, I thought this was such a gorgeous film. Gorgeous, absolutely so impressive. And you're pretty young. Like, how old are you?
28.
28. Wow. You have a very promising career ahead of you, like unbelievably blown away. Tell me a little bit about, or tell us all a little bit about what drew you to this story.
Well, when I decided to make a Dollar Baby, I started reading up on the films that had already been made. Shout out here to StephenKingShortMovies.com, a great website on all the information by Oscar Garrido. And I saw that Dedication hadn't been adapted yet at the time I was looking into the program. I'm like most of the Dollar Babies have at least 10 adaptations, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Dedication didn't have a single one in 2017, and so I was curious why that was the case. Basically, upon reading the story, I found some elements that were risky, let's put it that way. So I decided to see it as a challenge and maybe, I don't know, try to find my own way of telling the story and make it a little bit more modern. Yeah.
Oh, it was unbelievable. And kudos on the poster, which is like as bold an image as I have ever seen. Unbelievable. Leah, do we have any questions from the Twitter?
From tiredmeg_. She says she loved the adaptation. What was the most challenging part for you to translate into the film?
I mean, writing the script, I was challenged by. I don't want to spoil the original story because it's quite different. There's a different reason for the whole magic ritual. And it's just something that didn't click with me, and I didn't want to compromise my own beliefs by doing a film. And so the most challenging part for me was trying to come up with a reason for this magical ritual. So those of you who know the story in detail will have maybe noticed a little twist we put in at the end, why in the film there's a different reason she has to change the identity of the father.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about your team. I think that the lead actress is like unbelievable. Is this somebody who was already in your network, or did you seek her out, or tell me a little bit about the process with the crew and everything like that?
Yeah, Philip Reinking is a co-collaborator in pretty much everything I do. He was the DOP and cameraman and editor and producer. How I went about finding Raquel Villar, who is the main actress. I decided to hold informal castings because I wanted to have a collaborative process of establishing this new Martha. So I met some German actresses, sat down with them in coffee shops and just basically talked. And she just impressed me with the questions that she asked, and I found that very fruitful ground to collaborate on. If there was, an immediate interest in the story, in my take on the story, and things like that. So the minute I met her and I sat down with her, I knew that this was going to be my Martha.
That's awesome. Very impressive. Okay, and I'm going to do one more question, and then Leah's got some Twitter questions. I see that you've actually met Stephen King. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
was
how did that happen?
In 2013, when Stephen came to Germany to promote Dr. Sleep, I was very lucky to be invited to like a small get together before the actual reading in Hamburg. And yeah, I got to speak to him. I had so many questions prepared, but I was way too nervous to ask any of them. So I just thanked him for sharing his creativity. And he was a fun guy. He was so lovely. And yeah, it's one of my fondest memories.
How cool.
Yeah,
That's
no
like, that's
kidding. You're not
so
going to forget
awesome.
that at all.
So awesome. And now, just one last one. Is this the first time you've been able to show the film? Because I noticed on your IMDb, it looks like the release date is today.
Yes.
This is the world premiere
premiere.
of this. Oh wow, that's awesome, man! When you can actually go out to like in-person festivals, you're gonna kill it with this film. You're gonna kill it. So
Yes, congratulations. That's
Yeah.
so cool. And you should have let us in on that before. And if you did and I missed it, I apologize. I've had pudding for a brain for like the last 2 weeks. Our friends at Dairy Public Radio, the guys went and did a podcast with them. They wrote a haiku about dedication. So to save her baby, a magic woman will test her dedication. And then it says, we give dedication 5 out of 5 blue chambray shirts.
Ooh, excellent.
I love the things that people are just adding to this, That's fantastic.
right on. Do we have any more questions?
I'm sure that we do. I'm just like, there's a lot of things that are coming through here. James, I know you're not on screen right now. Do you see any question that I should ask specifically?
Well, actually,
for
I
her?
have a question. So you can hopefully hear me, Selina, although you can't see me. I really loved the use of both English and German in the film, and I was curious to know, because obviously you're German, what was it about it that made you want to make sure that there was some English in it as well? Like, why did you make that choice to go both ways?
I mean, Berlin is such an international city. I speak pretty much equal English in my daily life as I do German. And so I wanted to capture the multinationality of Berlin as a city. And her coming to Berlin, being a new city, coming to Berlin for the first time. My teachers have criticized that it's a bit, she's learning German a bit too fast. But yeah, it was just important for me to show that this is the daily lives of people who actually come to Berlin. They speak English, they speak German. Yeah.
Totally, and that's what I was thinking was probably the case, because I've done some traveling in Europe, and that is one of the things that I love about European cities is that you do hear a cacophony of sounds, and it isn't just one thing; it's a number of things, and I just felt that to be so authentic about the film. It was an amazing thing that you did there, I thought.
So I have a gross question for you. Obviously, some dude tweeted this, but they want to know what the edible substance you actually used was on the bed sheet.
For the bath, we actually use soy milk, but for the substance she licked, it's an edible lubricant that's used in porn actually. So it's like fake.
Amazing.
I think that you made Joel is a dinosaur's day. That's his question on Twitter. Thanks, Joel is a dinosaur.
So we're almost out of time. But what's next for you? Like, what are you working on right now?
I'm writing my first feature script at the moment, and it's about consensual cannibalism.
Oh wow.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
So just going a little bit further than
Yeah,
dedication.
And so, for anybody who's just tuning in, maybe where can they find you? What's the best way to chase you down on the internets?
I mean, I have social media profiles all around. I guess Instagram and Twitter are the most prominent ones. Selina Sondermann on Instagram and Sondermann Films on Twitter.
Yep,
Awesome.
and we just tagged both the dedication film and yourself in numerous tweets. Thank you so much for being here with us. You're so lovely. Your film is beautiful and fantastic. And I'm
Stunning.
sure that like you've made all the people that read this story in Nightmares and Dreamscapes extremely happy.
Submit that film to like all the festivals you can, because you're gonna do very well with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should be very proud. Okay, so I guess we now
Well-
take our break?
We're going into another film right away.
Okay, I wasn't sure how we did that. I'm like,
Welcome
are
to
we
the
fade
show,
out?
Norman.
right.
Welcome to the show.